and welcome to the channel. In today's tutorial, we are going to learn how to make this beautiful resin bowl. All the materials you'll need have been listed in the description, so you can grab yours and follow along. Let's get started. For this project, we'll start by measuring out 400 ml of resin and 200 ml of hardener. That gives us a total of 600 ml. I'm using the crystal clear 2:1 epoxy resin and hardener from O-CELLE'S crafts. Once you've got the right amount in your measuring container, give it a nice slow stir for about 5 to 8 minutes. Just take your time here and make sure everything blends together really well. For today's project, I'll be working with two colors, purple mica powder and white mica powder. To start, I'm going to divide the mixture into two separate portions and pour them into disposable cups. The amount in each cup will depend on how much of each color I want for the design. Next, I'm adding the white mica powder and the purple mica powder into their separate resin portions in the disposable cups. Then you can give each one a quick stir. A quick tip here is that always start by mixing the powder into the corner of the cup before stirring everything together. This helps the pigment blend evenly and prevents lumps of mica powder from forming inside your resin mixture. For this project, I added a little extra mica powder because I wanted that deeper, more metallic look, and it really brings out the rich shimmer of the mica powder inside the resin. However, if you'd prefer a softer, lighter shade, you can just start with a small amount of mica powder and you can always add more to deepen the color. But once it's in, you can't really take it out. So if you are unsure, you can always begin with a little at a time until everything fits the consistency you want. I'll start with the purple first, and I'm going to pour a thin layer right around the edge of the flower tray mold, all the way around until it meets where I started. Then I'll do the same with the white and pour it gently around the edge of the purple mica powder. Once that's done, I'll take the leftover clear resin and pour it into the center. This will slowly spread out on its own, pushing the white and the purple towards the sides and giving it that nice blended look. Now it's time to add a little sparkle. I'm using silver leaf sheets along with some silver holographic glitter, and I'm just dropping them right into the center. So you can use whatever shimmer flakes or glitters you like here. Just make sure that they settle nicely in the middle. Hey, if you've made it this far, I want to say a big thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share the video. And of course, hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you never miss a tutorial like this. Let's get back to it. And when you're done, you're just going to use your toothpick or your mixing stick to just push and pull some of the edges in and out of the design to enhance the flower effects we are trying to build here. And then once you're also done with that, you're going to spray the surface with some isopropyl alcohol to get rid of all the bubbles on the surface. Be sure not to disturb or destroy your design, okay? Just do the pushing in and then the pushing out, and then with time it's all going to settle, pull in, and then form the flower bloom effect. So once that's done, you're going to set that aside for about 12 hours, depending on the type of resin or the curing duration of the resin you are working with. Here, you are not supposed to use a fast curing resin, you're supposed to use a regular cure resin. That way, it's going to get enough time to spread out and form the bloom effects you are looking for. And depending on the curing duration of the resin you're working with, if it's a 24-hour cure, you can wait for 12 hours before we move to the next step. So, yeah, we don't want it to cure completely. What we are looking for here is the point where the surface is no longer liquid to the touch, but the whole piece is still bendy. You don't want it fully cured because once it's flexible, it's now malleable and easy to work with. So this is what we have after about 12 hours of curing. Since the resin we used is a 24-hour cure, you can see it's still soft and bendy on all sides. And that's exactly the texture we need for the project. At this stage, it's perfect, it's firm enough to hold the shape, and it's still flexible enough to be molded. And just look at how beautiful the bloom effect has been formed on the surface. The resin had enough time to pull in and spread out, creating that dreamy, beautiful flower pattern we were looking for. Now we're going to demold the piece from the mold we used and then move on to the next step. Now that our piece is ready for molding, I'm going to place it into the bowl of my choice. For this one, I'm using a bowl that's wide and shallow, which will give the piece a softer, more open shape. But if you want your flower bowl to be deeper, simply go for a bowl that is narrower and has more depth. That way, the resin will bend further into the shape you want. So to prepare the bowl, I like to line it with a clear rubber sheet. This prevents the resin from sticking to the surface of the bowl. And once it's lined, I'm going to put the piece inside and then cover it with another bowl on top. The reason I do this is to gently press it down into the shape I want so it doesn't rise back up while it is curing. Finally, you can add some weight on top. It could be a bowl of water, rice, or anything heavy you have nearby. The weight will just help to keep the resin firmly pressed into the mold or into the bowl and make sure that it holds the exact shape that you are looking for. After another 12 to 16 hours, this is what we have. I let it sit a little longer so the piece could fully take the shape of the bowl. And now you can really see the depth we were aiming for. It's not bendy, it's firm and also very beautifully shaped, exactly the result we wanted. So this piece here can be very versatile. You can use it to hold fruits, candy, or just as a decorative piece in your kitchen space or on a dining table. I really hope you enjoyed today's tutorial, and to all our subscribers, a very big thank you. Your support truly means the world to us. And if you'd like to try this project yourself, you'll find all the materials linked in the description and on our official website at O-CELLE'S.com. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, tap the bell so you never miss a new tutorial, and leave us a comment on what you'd love to see next. And of course, feel free to share these videos with your friends and with your family. Thank you so much. See you in the next one.